We met at a Chessy during, I think, first year, end of the first year. So he was proposing. So they all came to like circle the table, and then he got on a knee and to the ring, and I think he forgot. Like he was so caught up in what to say that he'd like the. Our friends were like, ask it. And he was like, will you marry me? And I was like, yes.
Let's say those who actually became our bridal party, those were the people who were there with us through the thick and thin of.
You see all these weddings, and I was looking a lot at Instagram weddings, and I was like, oh, this is pretty. And I thought like, oh, these things are like affordable, but it was a lie.
They get to the house, and then there's a truck load of chairs coming. And they start to unpack or offload those chairs, taking them inside. And then Stacy just stands outside and is like, no, take it back. No, what is this? Back.
I was really upset about the chairs. So yeah, I really screamed. Like everyone in my house came out. I was downstairs. So because of the kind of wedding we had, because I'm half Ukrainian, I had like a lot of family, and I had to come in for the wedding, and I had to incorporate like a lot of Ukrainian traditions, and people who didn't really speak English come in, a lot of Russian family members. So I needed someone who like was a bit mature. I also had we had a lot of older guests, as you said. So we didn't want someone to like hype, dancey, because we knew that even though maybe that's what we like, our guests would not really enjoy it, and we wanted them to enjoy it. So we wanted someone like who's like mature and all of that. So a specific MC was recommended to us by our planners. He was above our budget, but I was like, okay, I'll consider him, because I felt it was very, very important for us, like for the MC, because of that specific situation. So we met with this MC, had a whole discussion. He blew me away. Like he said all the right things. He was even asking me how to say things in Russian. I was just blown away. Like he really made me feel like, oh, he's coming to give like $1 million to my wedding. Like after, I remember I called my parents, I'm like, you guys are going to be blown away by the MC. He's so amazing, because our parents really left all the planning to us, so we're doing everything ourselves. They didn't really care what we were doing. They're like, we'll just attend. Right? So the day comes, and this MC, first of all, let me start with the fact that he said, oh, maybe you pass by for an engagement. He didn't show up, but that's all right. Then the wedding, the most important part, the announcement. We have all our bridal party has danced. They've danced in this our 10. Everybody's ready for us. And then he says, what did he say?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this one? Let's welcome Mr. and Mrs. Boule. Where the surname is completely wrong, and the whole crowd was like, no. But the DJ had already started playing, so we just had
to. So we had to dance in, because and actually even in the video they've cut out our parts just to make us feel a bit better.
Saying, but no.
Yeah, and so he messed up the surname. Like the first time we entered as a couple with our new names, and after that, during the whole ceremony, he just seemed so confused. Like he kept coming to me like asking for names of people, asking for what is happening. I was really disappointed, because I was like, I had such high expectations. I paid over for you, and then this is what I got. So that really annoyed me. That annoyed me for days.
For me, it would be the wedding kiss. You know, the kiss at the church. No, that was a very, very big highlight for me, in a good way, but also in a very fearful way, because I was kissing my wife, and I thought we had stopped kissing, and then she now zoomed into my mouth. The whole crowd got confused and surprised, and it almost went completely R-rated. But then again, it was the best highlight. If you actually look at a lot of our wedding videos, you see that there's a lot of kissing going on. Can't get see.
That is not what happened. Look, we had an arrangement.
That's my highlight. What's your problem?
He bailed on me. We agreed that we were going to, like fully enjoy our day. And so that was going to be it. And then he chickened out. At the most important point, he just chickened out. Like, it's time, you may kiss your bride. I was ready. I was doing all the keche, then
no,
he was shy. I don't know, it's like he didn't even want to. But it's okay.
One of my Sunday school teachers was around, so I
really? So yeah, that was his highlight. That was your highlight.
Yeah, that was my highlight.
My highlight, the morning of the wedding when they brought me my gift or
my special gift to her.
Yes, it was really, really touching. Like, I cried because like he had written all these nice things, and like he said something about my dress. He hadn't seen my dress, but whatever he said that described my dress was exactly how my dress looked like. So like it was very meaningful to me because I knew that like he had probably thought about it or prayed about it, or Jesus had probably revealed something to him. I don't know, but it was really, really
Jesus
touching.
Jesus came down in the same gown.
Like this now. And then walking down the aisle, because big wedding. I'd always dreamed of my wedding, and I'd watched a lot of wedding videos before, and everyone like sort of advised that like you should really take in that moment because it goes by so quickly, and like a lot of people are just like worried about, do I look okay, and like how to get past the aisle with their gown and not falling. But like I actually took my time and really took in that moment, like to walk down the aisle with my dad, and that was like really like a beautiful experience. Yeah.
Over and over again, yeah. I did have my dream wedding.
Did you even have a dream wedding?
Yes.
That's the good question.
That was my dream wedding. The dream wedding.
He never had a dream for his wedding.
I had a dream for my wedding. One was to marry a girl. 2, at the church. 3, prepare for a reception where we get to dance. Of course, before that, we get to do a lot of kissing.
Wow.
And I think for me, I mean, what else can you look out for as a guy? What you want to wear the gown, the wedding gown, someone? I'm very confused. But it was a dream wedding for me. No.
Okay, based on this very mediocre criteria, obviously. But yes, I believe so. I think within the timing, the constraints I had, the opportunities I had, for what I had, I pulled off the dream wedding. Yeah. Was this as big and glamorous as I would have wanted it to be? Like, no. But obviously, life and constraints, right? So, but
for something higher than.
Yes, I know a lot of people will not understand that, but it's fine. Yeah, as
I'm
I said,
a lot of people don't understand.
But as I said, for that time and for that, I believe that I have no regrets. Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah.
I'll try to get more involved.
Pardon?
In the wedding.
Pardon?
Also, I would smile a bit more in my wedding pictures.
Oh, you mean like on the wedding day?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll try to show a little bit more emotion.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that my wife just kept complaining about the whole time when she saw the videos. She was like, I was emotionless. When she was walking down the aisle, you have to put in some character, stage it, cry, let your best man touch up your eyes. Nothing. I didn't get to do that, so maybe in my next life I'll remember to come back to it.
He was very stressed. Like, you could see from all his pictures, like you could see that the person who was really enjoying the wedding, me, who had worked hard to get the wedding to be what it was, and then you could see the other person who was just like, is this all that we planned? Like, can it just be over?
Possibly, I was doing that because I was like, so we spent all our money on this small aspect of the wedding.
Really?
And I'm like, okay, is this going to be over anytime soon for us to move to the next stage? But yeah.
That's always care about. One thing I would have done, I think I would have liked to spend more time dancing and really enjoying my wedding, and then also interacting with my guests. because there were so many traditions in the wedding, like we had like a lot of traditions going on. So, and we started late, so I didn't get the chance to really dance. Given all the traditions, we started late. So I didn't have the time to like really dance and jam at my wedding like the way I really wanted to. And I didn't get to see a lot of people that I wanted to. Like I would have liked to go, the two of us as a couple, to go table by table to see people. We didn't get to do that. Yeah, so that's.
Yes, and we left our wedding cake at the hotel. Yeah.
So what you want to
yeah, so next time we would not leave our wedding cake at the hotel. Yeah, we're having so much fun. They literally brought the cake out for us to, do the tradition. So both of us, our grandmothers are alive, and so they joined us to cut the cake. And then after the cake cutting, we didn't see the cake again. The guests also didn't see the cake. No one actually focused on the cake. So I guess a lot of people are having, fun. So the next morning, the hotel calls us and they're like, "Oh, please, you left your cake at the reception. Can you come for it?"
Yeah, so we had to go for it.
So we went back for our wedding cake.
Yeah, which was really good, by the way.
Yeah, cocoa snob. Very good. I would say on that very day, just make sure that you are stepping in there fully yourself, ready to give your best to that person that you're going to marry, and making sure that your entire focus is on making sure that she's smiling the whole time, because the moment that smile disappears, the wedding is over for you. You're going to have a terrible time. So forget everybody else. Just completely be yourself. Be that person that she dated, is looking for her to marry, and give her the best of it, and she doesn't forget. Yeah, that's lovely for me.
Very interesting advice.
Are you saying? What do you mean by interesting advice?
I just said it's interesting.
We'll come back to this after the show.
Valuable lesson. I would say be very present during your wedding. That's one thing I really appreciated. Like I came, like I'd worked hard for a year on this wedding, despite all the stress. I made it, and so I made sure I enjoyed every moment of it. Like I was 100% in this. I didn't let anyone stress me. So I think that's very important. I think it's very important that you pray and keep God at the center of the wedding process. I think a lot of people miss that because they are praying for the marriage, they are praying for other things, but like pray about your wedding, pray about your vendors, pray about where you're going to get your money, pray that everybody will be well. Like for us, like this, I had all this family coming in, and it was just by grace that everyone was fine, because as soon as the wedding was ended, they all got really sick, and so the rest of their stay in Ghana was terrible because they were all sick, so they couldn't really enjoy the country and stuff. And I could have just imagined if that happened during the wedding. That was one thing we really prayed for. Pray that your family is kept and safe and everyone is fine, because from the time they proposed to when the wedding happened, so many things can happen. So many people don't get married because things happen like us and when. Pray for yourselves as you go through the process. I just feel like it should just be the foundation from the very get-go. Pray about everything, and then you see how God will just put everything together on that day for you, beyond what you could have dreamed of. Yeah.
So grooms to be, one, you want to make sure that whatever budget she's orchestrating on her Excel sheets, you are pretty much aware of where all the money is going, and make sure that you are very much in agreement with where much of the money is actually going. So sometimes the brides will put a lot of the money in their dress, and then you feel like some of the money should actually go here. You can actually talk them down so that when it comes to paying for the wedding, you are not upset. Because sometimes these things, after the wedding, you become upset. You spend so much money on the dress, and you didn't even like the dress, and then starts the whole argument because she's already upset that she spends money on the dress and didn't like the dress. So just try and be involved in the budgeting process. Yeah.
So I'd say for brides, I'll only speak for brides like myself who have like always wanted the wedding, because I know there are people who don't, then that's fine, but us. sisters like myself. Just make sure that as much as possible you have what you want. I know that there are budgets and there are constraints. I mean, within your constraints, but like, just if it's something you wanted your whole life, just make sure that it's something that you plan for, you're ready for. Like, if let's say you want I don't know, doves in the sky and all of that, know how much doves in the sky cost, know how much that Bertha or Steve Madden dress costs, and then plan for it, or find a room who can afford it. I don't know, whichever works for you, but but don't let it go, because what I've realized is that, like, you only get married once, and I mean, they say that it's just a day, but if it's not a day that you've dreamt of your whole life, like for me, it's just giving me so much accomplishment. I'm happy, like, peace, I'm all right, I'm fine.
Ready to die.
This is a day that I wanted, and moving on, like, after so many people are going to get married, trends are going to change, things are going to happen, and you're always going to think, if you're like a bride girl, you're always going to think, oh, I could have done this, I should have done this. You see your friends, especially if you get married early as well, if you see your friends get married and all of that, and you have all the things that you never had, and you think, oh, maybe I'll do it in 5 years, but it's never the same. That first time, that is it. So if you have to wait a bit longer to get it as good and as amazing as you want it to be, because you are that kind of person, do that. But even if you can't and you still want to, like, still try and get those elements in there, like budgeted, constrained way, so that you don't have any regrets later. Yeah.
Too sure. It's a difficult thing to advise on. I think a lot of people sometimes rush to give marriage advice. I wouldn't want to do that. I'll just say that for me, what works, and every marriage is different. So first of all, know what kind of marriage you are in. It's like every business and every industry. So also know whatever business and industry you're in, and then work out the right strategy to be successful there. So for my marriage, and if you feel like your marriage is similar to my marriage, then you can listen to what I'm saying. So patience definitely is number one. And after patience is, you want to ensure that your wife is a reflection of you and you are a reflection of your wife. So a lot of times some people leave their partners behind. Sometimes some people pull their partners in. Now, if there's the famous adage of show me your friend and I'll show your character is actually true, then it means that you have to do everything possible to make sure your wife stands firm in every reflection that is positive about yourself, and you also do same, vice versa. So just make sure the two of you are complementing each other as much as possible. Should be fine.
So mine would be obviously God has to be the base, foundation, center, inside, in between, on top, all around, in the paddle, everything, ingredients, it has to be that, because I mean, it's what, like, a lot of people also ask me, like, how do you know the one, or how do you know who you should marry? Like, we never know. Like, I can't 100% say that this is him. I don't know what he's going to be. No, I can't say that right now either, please. We've just been married for 2 years. Relax.
I'm not changing.
I don't know that. That's the thing. I don't know that. I don't know what you're going to be in 5 years. I don't know what you're going to be in 10, 15, 20 years. I don't know what hurdles life will bring our way and how it will change you or change me, But the only thing you can do is, like, base it on a stronger foundation that precedes and, supersedes time. So for me, it's like, always, God has to be the basis of it. If you feel convicted strongly that this is the person that you should be with, and sometimes it's not about them or two of you, it's about you and what that process will teach you. One of the things that I personally learned, or really inspired me before I was getting married, was nothing teaches you to be like Jesus more than marriage, because it tears you apart and rips you apart, and you have to, like, really show all those attributes and really, like, as Irobna said, bring yourself down, like very, very down, and make so many compromises. And it's the best way to test your character, you know. So that would just be like my advice. Like just go into it knowing that it would be a true test of you being like Christ, yeah, you know. So yeah, be ready for that.
Sounds good, like Christ.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just look at the camera and give you.
No, my closing remarks is to you. So
don't say anything to me.
So I think that everything you said so far, everything you said actually applies when you. This is not for behind this. This is actually, please capture this. It applies perfectly well to being that godly, faithful, Proverbs 31 woman and also man, because as the church we are the bride of Christ, and because we are the bride of Christ, God actually places a lot of emphasis on the union of marriage. So just like she said, marriage teaches you very much how to go through that Christ-like process. And if you can't treat your wife as the bride, as the church, and be that servant Jesus to the church, then maybe you are not ready. And if your bride also cannot be that servant like Jesus to you, the bride, in this case the groom, then I don't think you're ready. So consider that before you get married. Yeah.
You're welcome. My closing remark.
You have closing?
Yes.
I thought you did not.
So you should watch all the videos on this page because you should watch the videos because these are the things that will help you prepare for getting married. Honestly, like I watched so many videos when I was getting married, like videos on how to choose your bridesmaids, videos on what to consider. Like watch things. Like that's the beauty of the technology or the technological age we live in now. Like watch things like this. Watch things. I'm so glad we have something like this for Ghana, because sometimes I would watch all these videos and it's like all these American, UK experiences, and it's not really relatable to us, right? Nobody's talking about traditional marriages, the nuances of it. Like sometimes, like when I was getting married, I was like the youngest amongst my friends to get married. So who do I turn to? My parents have married
30 years ago.
Not 1,000 years ago, sorry. But like, so their experiences, my mother didn't even have a wedding. So, you know, you need something that is relatable, that can be a reference point that you can even bring to your parents and say, okay, this is how it's being done, and educate the people around you who are also part of the wedding, because they also need to know. They also don't know. Like I hear some people talk about, is this how much you're spending on makeup? Is this how much you're spending on? They don't know what's happening in the market. So watch things like this, ask questions, let's have more conversations, so that it also helps us and it also helps keep the vendors accountable to give good service. Yeah.
Vendors accountable.
I give up.